All the cycles.
Podcast. Spelled backwards.
Leap, dumb. Leap, dumb. Leap, dumb.
Hello. We're coming to you from between seasons.
Ooh.
A liminal space of Podleadum. That's Top Model Podcast, spelled backwards. I'm Lex Basile Price, and this is the break episode.
I'm Hannah Jane Ginsburg, and I love this airport of podcast episodes.
And I'm JDB Crump, and what's that on the horizon? VH1?
So yes, we're doing our traditional now not mid-season break, between season break. We sometimes do a mid-season because they have gotten too long.
Because Tyra forced our hand.
And if you love hearing every episode, including these, you can become part of the Lead'em Pod by going to the Clixel that I contain, because the name continues to change. Also, you can do what two listeners have done, which is write a review on Apple Podcasts. Is what I think
Thanks,
it's called.
y'all.
The first review, so good and round, 5 stars. Hilarious and smart commentary and incredible chemistry between the hosts. It's like listening to your best friends talk about the best show. They must be early. When we still like pre-season 10.
Because now we're enemies.
And this, you know this one's from a long time ago. Cycle 4, Episode 3, just found this podcast, and I've been listening nonstop. I started from the beginning and just got to Cycle 4, and Alexander is right, there's 2 models.
Lex, why did you want to read that?
Wow.
Why did you want to share that review?
The username is Lexicon6969.
But I dead named myself.
That's to throw us off the scent. You're too smart.
Trixie, I'm Trixie. So yeah, this was kind of momentous, leaving 22 behind.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of things are gone forever, thankfully.
I think that, well, we say that.
You don't know.
And here's the thing, because we're recording after this break episode, the audition episode of Cycle 23, and there was at least one thing that came back that yours truly was not expecting, so who knows?
Yes. But what we never have to talk about men. Let's celebrate the
end of men.
End of men.
Yay!
We're on that Futurama snoo planet.
I was at a birthday party last night, and I was talking up this podcast to people who hadn't met me before.
We've been there.
And I said something about how we had to discuss blackface 3 times. And I'm just hoping it doesn't happen again, but I'm not going to bet the house on it.
You can't.
No, that is something that I have learned I will never say again of like,
Nope.
we can't imagine talking about it.
I'm hoping.
Oh, wishing and hoping and praying.
Oh, my goodness me. Yes.
You won't do that to their faces.
But there are a lot of folks that we theoretically are now gone.
Mm-hmm.
And that includes Miss J again.
Again. We already did kind of eulogize Miss J because I forgot they
We all
came
forgot.
back.
Yep.
Yusai.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Kelly Catrone.
Uh-huh.
And social media. We kind of lost social media last time, so but we can talk about it in terms of like the entire cycle.
I'm guessing no more Eric Asla facts.
I think Eric Asla is.
Oh, that's an interesting. However, another photographer did come back in the first episode, so that's actually what I would stick a pin in.
I just feel like Eric was so done.
Oh, yeah.
Eric was there because he had to be for medical procedures.
Yes.
Let's talk a little bit, because I think Kelly Catrone's probably the biggest thing where we have the most cycles with her.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm in my head right now. I'm like, okay, we're going to talk not only about the last cycle, but cycles 19 through 22. But Kelly was also 18. Yusai was a downgrade from Johnny Woojack for sure.
Oh,
but an upgrade from Brian Boy.
Well,
I think
different role for sure, but like in that kind of fourth chair way.
Yeah, nebulous chair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will say it was nice for Yusai to go out on a higher note than I remembered, and especially Cycle 21.
I think in general, one of the main things both we, fans, and the internet remember about Yusai's time on America's Next Top Model was the extremely unfortunate exchange between Winnie Harlow and him. I wonder what life would look like if that didn't happen, he hadn't said what he said, etc. If just overall our impression of him would be more positive, because there was a lot to like, especially when he was the photographer.
Yes. The one I will say, even though if you take that out of the equation, he still was not necessarily helpful as a creative, whatever this show has decided creative consultant is, because so much of it was just kind of like yelling at the people.
Yeah.
And I will say, I will give credit. I think his interactions with Niall really made him face his communication style.
I agree.
Sure. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I do wonder also for him what it would have been like if he hadn't gotten the super budge cycles.
Well,
I mean, he's gonna. I wonder if he watched other cycles later and was like, "They get to go overseas."
What? My passport is empty.
No stamps from Top Model.
They got couture on the photo shoots.
They got to be around anyone other than Eric Asla.
Yeah, Johnny Woochuk got to bring all these friends in.
I do think it's funny. I kind of listened to like a random episode from 19, 20, and 22, and this one, 21. And it's funny how you can feel us getting tired, especially of men, by this cycle, because there was always someone toxic to have to struggle through.
Yeah.
I do think this last cycle had the worst, because not only did you have Mikey, who most fans just consider the worst of the worst, but you also had Stefano. You had other guys too who just weren't that, and all the relationships except for Niall and Lacey seemed really rough.
For me, it's more the focus on the relationships, and that was the cast that was most willing to play into let's all have these weird relationships that aren't interesting, and it made it feel so much less like a show about modeling.
Yeah,
for sure.
It became more reality TV.
I'm really interested, knowing that we get this revamp, reboot, reimagining of the show a little bit that we're about to talk about, but it's only a little like a year removed. It wasn't like this big
God, it got canceled and picked up so quickly.
I don't know if it even really got canceled. It's kind of,
I believe
another show ball, another channel ball.
Yeah. But I believe the CW said we're canceling the show. Yeah.
But when I
kind of one day at a time itself.
When I looked at when Cycle 22 ended and when Cycle 23 began, it's a year.
So I found an article from the Daily Mail that was published in February of 2016 that was already about bringing back the show. So it had ended in December of 2015, and this article was posted in February of 2016, and I just want to read you the quote from Tyra Banks. Tyra said in a statement, "After creating an incredible global brand, I am beyond excited to have the show reborn. I will continue as executive producer, but must turn my attention to new business endeavors, so I want to find a new host. I'm pumped to identify that person and bring back the show," she began. "Top Model fans, you demanded that the show come back, and VH1 answered the call. Get ready for a fiercified rebirth."
See, I think I'm going
to find.
I have a break conspiracy theory. The rebirth, relaunch, canceled Phoenix storyline was manufactured to just bring eyes to a show that had consistently lost viewership.
I think that is a common tactic that makes a lot of sense to me.
Yeah.
What I was going to get at, though, that is fascinating, a fascinating article to find, Hannah, is that clearly the men aspect was not well received because it is dropped as if it never happened.
Never mentioned.
And that is fascinating to me because I don't know why. I do know why. Because constantly when Netflix and other random shows only put up 2 new era seasons of Top Model, it's always 2 guy cycles for some reason. And so in my head, there were only 2 of these.
Yeah.
Even though I knew that wasn't true. Like, my head meshed together the non-Nile cycles.
Sure. Well, because one of them was won by Jordan.
Well, that's the thing. It's like, and I think in my head, Jordan and Laura were just college winner somehow as one person. I would say of the 4, if I have to watch, not have to, when I choose to watch one back years from now,
It'll be Laura.
It'll be college. I really
College
listened to our
was
college
surprised.
episodes.
Fun.
Y'all, the 3 of us were having a ball having it all.
Yeah.
Those were great.
Back to school. Yep.
Because it's just a regular
Characters
cycle.
were welcome.
Oh.
It's just a regular cycle with worse judges and social media.
And a theme that was unnecessary.
Yeah, but it goes away.
It does go away.
I also think it's really funny that Tyra, I don't know if I could call it outsmarted herself or outstupided herself. Because
Say foxed, because people are confused about
yeah.
that.
Ooh,
Outfoxed.
went so hard into social media and then dropped that like a hot potato and then swerved right back into it trying to pretend that it had never left.
Yes.
Truly fascinating that the Cycle 22 did not have social media. No iota of the neurons in my brains remembered that until we watched that.
Because there was
cycle.
no room with Oppo. Oppo dominated.
Oppo Domo?
Oppo to Mopo. World to Mopo.
Truly fascinating. Also, I'm going to say, I think Cycle 22 would be the one I would at least... It might be recency biased. I'm willing to admit that. I don't know if I'd watch
It
this
was
one
just
again.
so toxic. It was
Like,
just so toxic.
Imagine if Niall hadn't won. What redemption would this cycle have?
I also saw in researching between the 2 cycles, between 22 and 23, that Niall's degree from college is in math. And before he got into modeling, he had planned to be a math teacher.
Perfect.
Well, I wish I had known that during the cycle. I wouldn't have liked Lacey so much.
I think it's time that we speak about the Kel on Earth in the room.
Is Catrone here?
Yeah. 'Cause,
Is she in the
hold on.
room?
No, I only have one. It's only me. Let me spill all the secrets about Mom. It's the last time I get to do it.
True. Maybe she'll guest. Just her.
Ooh.
Somehow.
Ooh. Daughter Catrone.
If you listen to this.
We want to hear your real voice from your own mouth. Unless you want to be like, to protect your identity, and the voice is, this is my real voice, but I'm protecting it.
What a strange legacy that Catrone left on this show.
I sincerely didn't remember how long she was on the show.
Oh my god.
Because I remembered her from British,
Mhm.
because it was a whole deal.
Yeah.
But
That
I was
was,
like,
she never topped herself as far as memorable moments went, I think, after the Louise feud.
no.
No, probably not. And also, that's another... And we've discussed it with like Rob Evans and other hosts and judges, but they always seem to get people on the show slightly too early.
Yes.
And like, why was she there for the British cycle? I know that was kind of a branding cycle because the All-Starsy element to it, but like, she should have started with 19 with social media, because you could kind of make a roundabout justification as public relations and social
public image,
and whatever. Yeah. But they always did it early, just like how Rob was on the college cycle and then there were men the next cycle. Everyone has to sit in the dugout for some reason for one cycle.
They only get the idea for a cycle after the person is there.
Is there?
Y'all had pitched that in a previous, and that's fascinating to me, though, that Tyra, like, doesn't know why she hired someone until they're already there.
Kind of. We do the same thing with Ashley Graham this next season, where we don't have a single plus-size person.
A wild choice. A wild decision.
Spoilers for next...
But Gia tries it. I appreciate it. We'll talk. I have complicated feelings about Kelly, because she made from a podcasting standpoint,
Yes.
a lot of, I think, good conversations, like real world issues. And her Kelly stories were sometimes so wild that
So
it
weird.
did give me that dopamine that Andre Leon Talley used to give me.
Sure.
I also took great pleasure in watching people put Kelly in her place. Watching Johnny put Kelly in her place, or Miss J.
Yeah, but you also had Annalise, Devin.
Mhm.
Like, there were contestants that, like,
Wore her down.
tricked her into liking them, basically.
I think it's interesting that so many of the contestants, in speaking about her afterwards, said that she wasn't that bad and was much more supportive than the show
multiple interviews
made her out to be. The problem is, from a viewing standpoint, she just added this sourness that made the show a more difficult watch for me.
Yeah, I also was always annoyed whenever she was in a professional setting, because her need to involve herself made it unprofessional.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
I think one of the worst looks besides Louise was the finalist of the college cycle when Johnny and her were arguing at Laura's photo shoot, and the photographer like quit, essentially. Like, that negatively impacted, I mean, she won, so I guess whatever, but like, it negatively impacted her photo shoot to the point that they couldn't continue. And I'm like, that's not her fault at all.
Well, and both Kelly and Rob Evans, I think most of the people who came on the show to judge or participate, you could tell that they had a genuine love for fashion. That at some point in their careers that they really loved both models and modeling and fashion and clothes and style.
Yes.
Kelly and Rob both didn't seem to know anything about those things or really like them.
Yeah, that's very true. Even our worst people, even some of our worst people, Nole Marin, Brian Boy, seem to enjoy being in this world.
Yes.
And Kelly's whole ethos was, I want to sell you to nebulous things.
I think the thing is, too, is that one thing I will give Tyra, for the most part, is I do believe she wants the contestants to generally succeed.
Yes.
Now, does she have all the tools in her toolkit to always... her lady cat, rare. It's a breakup set, I'm loose.
Tool cat versus bacon cat.
To make that happen? No, she does not. However, I think that we can see cycle by cycle, Tyra always finds people she cares about. I think she generally supports people after the fact, not directly, but like she's happy for their success. I just don't think Kelly cares.
No, at all.
And I think that's tough on a judging panel because you want to feel like the judges are critiquing you, but behind the critique is a genuine want for you to get better, which makes the critiques, even in a reality TV lens of sarcasm, go down a lot easier.
The closest we got was her being for Mikey because of rock and roll. You know what I mean? Like, there was never... You always knew who Jay liked. You always knew who Andre liked. You always knew who Nigel liked. There was someone, rooting for a particular contestant, and they would usually keep
based
it.
in their abilities or their personality or whatever it was.
And then it was kind of cool when you saw someone win someone over who didn't like them.
Yeah.
I think, to me, famously, this is going so far back, but I think Twiggy was someone who, when someone won over Twiggy, eventually I was like, oh my gosh, you won over Grandma.
As easy as it is to mock the "we were all rooting for you" speech, it's important that the judges are rooting for the contestants.
Yeah.
Welcome to our ugly home.
Reddit is back for a historically hideous season.
It's our 100th ugly house. This place is mayhem. That is impressive.
And if these walls could talk,
Do you cry a lot?
I do.
they'd have a lot to say.
What in God's name is this pit?
Don't get too close.
No, if you see the show, I'm a scaredy cat.
Ugliest House in America season premiere Wednesday at 8 on HGTV.
Experience a membership that backs what you're building with American Express Business Platinum. Get 2 times membership rewards points per dollar on eligible purchases in key business categories, as well as on each eligible purchase of $5,000 or more, on up to $2 million in eligible purchases per calendar year. American Express Business Platinum. There's nothing like it. Terms apply. Learn more at americanexpress.com/business-platinum.
This episode is brought to you by Dead Man's Wire, the new film from Roquet Entertainment. Dead Man's Wire is the incredible true story of the 1977 kidnapping that turned an aspiring entrepreneur into an outlaw folk hero. Directed by legendary filmmaker Gus Van Sant, Dead Man's Wire stars Bill Skarsgård, Dacre Montgomery, Carrie Elways, and Myha'la, with Coleman Domingo and Al Pacino. In select theaters January 9th, everywhere January 16th.
I had that dream again. My small business needs to hire, but I don't use LinkedIn, and I hire an energy vampire. But also, they're a literal vampire. And suddenly, my team is spending all their time sharpening wooden stakes and buying bulk silver and rehearsing ancient chants, and then I wake up.
Don't let hiring nightmares ruin your dreams. LinkedIn Jobs' new AI assistant takes insights from over 1 billion professionals to create a short list of the best fits for you. Post your job for free at linkedin.com/quality. Start hiring today with LinkedIn.
Good morning, Crust. It's a great day to be a bread brother.
Ugh, mornings are not my jam. Or jelly.
Oh, come on. Stop loafing around.
I just woke up feeling hollow inside.
Psst, just grab one of the new Morning Uncrustables sandwiches, like Bright Eyed Berry or Up an Apple, filled with 12 grams of protein and tons of deliciousness. Crust, what are you eating?
It's just granola, not even yogurt.
No crust, no fuss. Uncrust your mornings.
Now, is it time? Does it feel right?
It does feel right.
So, we have something, speaking of old cycles, that I want to take a journey on. Good modeling, Hannah.
Thank you.
Oh my God, I got too close to my face.
So, take your minds back, listeners, all the way to cycle 9, where I did my greatest research project ever.
Of all time,
It's still ongoing.
Look, we each have had
doctorate.
our legendary moments of research.
Yeah.
Lex, more than the two of us, because
Sure.
they put a lot more into it. But I think if I had to pick, it would be Wet Slicks for JW, Baldomero, obviously, for Lex,
Yeah.
and for me, Knock Knock Grandma's Dead.
Yes.
100%. That's the trinity of us.
Yep.
What a bizarre group of people we are. And,
But that's the magic.
I went on a whole list research journey of finding all of the flavors, scents, whatever you want to call them, of Wet Slicks fruit spritzers. So hard to say. And at the time, I was most incredulous that there was one called Fig Splash. They're all called Splash, so lemon splash, watermelon splash, cocoa mint splash.
Don't forget caramel apple.
But there was a Fig Splash, and I was like, what is that? And then I thought it'd be funny, way back when, to go on eBay, go on Macari, wherever I could find it, and find us a tube. And the next time that we were in person together, which we are not right now, but you'll see why. Next time we were in person together, we all try a little bit, right? So eBay, at best, would have a tube of Fig Splash for $80 or $90.
Wild.
We said
and
no.
it just didn't feel worth it there. Now, I understand we're a group of people who spent $5 billion on some ice cream. I get it.
$100 on ice cream.
I get that that's a yard.
$100.
It was more ice cream, like per dollar.
Than Spritzer. Sure.
Yes.
But still, I was like, I am someone who keeps multiple eBay alerts all the time. And Fig Splash would come up here and there. By the way, the other spritzers range, like some, you can get some for like $20, 15, nothing. It just depends on how.
But Fig was just
much
the
they were
elusive
produced.
one.
Figgy.
Yeah, of course it was.
Figgy.
Figgy.
And then a couple of weeks ago, I awoke from a slumber to a Fig Splash alert, and I casually looked at it, and someone had listed 8 unopened tubes of Wet Slicks, Fruit Spritzers, Fig Splash. However,
do you think they found them like buried in the ground or something?
It's like that. No, it's like that Atari ET game where they just had one dump and it was just a pile of it.
Yes, I believe so. And I said 8, but by the time I clicked on the link, which was pretty rapidly, there were only 3 tubes left. Why? Because they were being sold for $20 a piece. And I was like, 3, got him in my cart immediately. I was like, I'll never find 3 again.
No.
Especially not for $20 a piece. Especially not unopened. Like, it was like, this is finally going to happen. So all 3 of us right now have Wet Slicks, Fruit Spritzers, Fig Splash, and we're going to
Hold on, before we open it, my
Riot.
favorite part of the packaging is made in U.S. with foreign parts.
I think mine has to be Figue Éclatant.
Figue éclatant.
Éclatant?
I get that it is a fig. The fig shape
Oh, no.
is so minimalist that it doesn't it kind of looks like an avocado, honestly.
That's a beet.
Yeah.
That's a beet that's been sliced in half.
The color is also very dark from the package. It looks
Yeah,
like
it's like a rose gold.
like it's trying to be a nude, maybe.
Maybe
Yeah.
we're
All right,
about
so
to find out.
Let's open it.
We're opening.
I've already been assaulted slightly.
Woo!
Just for the 2 of y'all.
Ooh, the nose is...
Ooh, that smell is.
I guess I don't need smelling salts anymore.
I guess we all know that our COVID senses came back. Oh my goodness!
As we all popper them to our nose.
It's like, it's just so sweet.
It is. I mean, I guess it is figgish.
Yeah.
It kind of candied fig. Maybe.
It's like tapping some sort of sense memory in my brain, but I can't quite get there.
It's like Fig Newton that's been sitting in the sun.
Oh, warm newts. Love
Yeah,
that.
warm newt.
I have a dumb question for y'all because I've never tried lip gloss. Is there like a proper way to apply it to give it the best chance to succeed?
Squeeze a
Just
little
squeeze
bit.
a little bit.
Oh,
And I would do bottom lip first and then top lip.
Yeah.
Oh, that is shiny.
This is metallic.
Oh my god.
Okay, you know what?
The mouth feels nice.
The mouthfeel is nice.
Mm-hmm.
It's not very sticky. It's virtually sticky free.
It's virtually sticky free, I would say.
Because I'm going to say that Cocoa Mint Splash, we have tried Cocoa Mint Splash before, and that was what, you know what? This is actually kind of cute.
It's kinda
You know what? I think Fig Splash,
I'm gonna use this actually.
I may use this.
Mhm.
I like the metallic. Now that I look at it.
It's got real 90s vibes to me.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Like early 2000s,
Yes.
late 90s.
It's like lip frosting.
Yes, it's very like early Britney, Baby Spice.
Mm-hmm.
Do people put lip gloss over lipstick?
Yes.
I could see you like adding this and layering it on
You
top
could
of
also,
Absolutely,
this
yes.
would be perfect for a lip look, and then you put it just in the center.
Mm-hmm.
It's
For, like,
actually
highlight.
like a highlighter. This is giving.
I kind of love me in this.
You look great.
You look great. You
As
look
somebody
very
like
dewy.
doesn't wear makeup very often.
Mhm.
Because also you have lighter lips, JW, and
Yeah.
it helps. It's like a good match.
I think it'll be good for summer because we're all like a little glowy and dewy all the time
Mhm.
anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is, and you know what? And the smell on the lip,
Nothing.
bad.
Not
Kind of
bad.
nothing.
Mm-mm.
No. It's very like, it's extremely subtle. There's no like taste really.
No.
no
Good
taste.
product.
Yeah.
I mean,
Fuck, no
look, here's the
wonder.
thing. I remember people's reviews for these products were like, bring this back. This was it. Why did you take these from us?
Definitely Fig Splash. For
Mm-hmm.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? Give it up, CoverGirl. Wet Slicks for Spritzers.
Wet Slicks Fruit Spritzers.
Fig Splash. Hey, Figs.
We posted this on the Discord. Shout out to the Discord. Probably our most popular spoil. We don't do a lot of like pre-spoilers, but I was very excited when all 3 arrived, and I was like, I'll never have 3 tubes again. So I took a picture of it, and I didn't say those Fig Splash, and people did the detect work to be like, it says 5'10".
The
I looked it
perfect
up.
model height. They knew what they were doing.
Mhm.
Y'all, I'm one of those people that like, I shouldn't get into makeup because look at how I'm looking at myself now that I have the lip gloss
You
on.
have
I'm like,
nothing. And you're like, what?
But I feel like you also should get into makeup
I
because
agree.
of that.
I've always been wanting to put more eyebrow onto my eyebrow because
Oh,
I have
yeah.
very light little eyebrows. Yeah.
Anastasia Beverly Hills, as you covered.
Are they a makeup brand? I've never heard the name.
No. Anastasia, you say?
By the way, I just need to point out, listeners, because I'm not sure how much of this, of silent posing the 3 of us I'm going to keep in the episode. The podcast has stopped at this point. Now that Fig Splash is on,
How can we go on with a Fig Splash on our lips?
It's
Now-
a real conversation stopper.
you just pass around and everyone's like, whoa.
I was going to talk to you, but instead I'm just going to stare at that gloss.
Watch my own lips glisten.
You could see, I feel like it is shiny enough. You might be able to see your Fig Splash in another's Fig Splash.
Whoa. But let me say, okay, so that while we're podcasting, in the little break, is there anything that you remember coming up in, let's just, maybe just the next one, just the Rita cycle? Because that's the biggest change we're going to get.
So here's the thing.
Tyra out, Aura in.
And we mentioned this last time, that this is where all of our timelines are overlapping and meeting.
Yes.
Because the three of us...
The three of us, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
The three of us watched this cycle together originally when it aired.
Yeah.
Kind of how you and I became friends.
Yeah, it's how we became friends, and how the idea for this podcast was born.
Pretty much. People have asked.
I barely remember this cycle at all.
I agree.
I don't know if it was because I was having too much fun at all the lovely parties you threw, drinking and having a good time, but I remember practically nothing.
I was about to say, some of it for me might have been alcohol. Cycle 23 is not one that I have ever rewatched since my initial viewing.
Neither
However,
have I.
I have rewatched at least once Cycle 24. So there's just slightly less memory for me. And I'll say this was a cast that I didn't remember storyline one when I watched this next episode. When people were introduced, I would remember names, maybe. And I do know who wins because she's kind of still very public.
Yes.
Yeah. And I would remember glimpses. Like,
Don't know that runner-up, though.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
There's some people that I have no memory of, and then there's some people I'm like, oh.
Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Chris Leon's a name.
Well.
Got it.
And there is also one storyline of someone that literally doesn't get on the show, and I was like, why did I remember that?
And then you saw why.
Yes, and then I saw why.
Tee-hee. I'm looking forward to a refresh, not only of the judging panel. I'm also looking forward to actually being able to discuss and have opinions about the new judges.
Yes.
Because, like, we have generally said Ashley Graham, top tier.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I have some thoughts, though, at least from the first episode, about Ashley Graham and her presence and her critique. And I'm like, I'm looking forward to having a more nuanced take on all of these judges than I currently have, which is like, they seem fine.
I also remember...
They saved the franchise.
I remember at the time having a severe dislike of someone on the panel, and it'll be interesting because I recently had a flip-around duty of them...
Yeah, flip around duty.
Yeah, flip around duty.
It sounds like you said I had a flip around duty. And I was like,
flip around duty.
Lex, check that BM.
Why? It's so flexible. But yeah, I had a U-turn on someone recently that I'm interested to see if I was being harsh or...
Also interested to see if that person or any of the judges compared to what we've had the last, era of Top Model.
Well, I
might just not feel as bad because
we
know what it could be.
I still find Rita Ora to be so mysterious. As somebody who is a celebrity, but for us I think is so much more a celebrity in the UK.
Yes.
Is one of those people who never quite crossed over in the same way, even though she is well known.
Yeah.
She's also one of those folks that I feel like is more famous today.
Yes, I agree.
Than she was at the time, which might have been kind of the point.
And once again, falls in the tradition of Top Model of they get people sometimes too early.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm curious to see what my feelings for Rita are.
Also, I'm going to say it right now because I thought it was last cycle, and I guess I have to predict it again. Where is the challenge/photo shoot about the Top Model app game?
Yeah.
I thought in my head,
Niall was in
I
it.
had someone won in cycle 22 and got put into the game, but apparently that is one of these next two cycles. And I assume it's 23, but I was so wrong last time, I'm afraid to say that.
I truly remember none of the creative from the cycle at all. We had little glimpses during the first episode that I was like, oh, do I maybe sort of remember that kind of? But if you asked me to like list a photo shoot from this cycle, I would have nothing.
No, I remember several from 24. I remember zero.
I am excited to get photographers back in.
Yes.
Especially
and fashion.
We don't get guest judges, do we?
I don't think so.
No.
But we definitely will.
Maybe I won't care if we have enough newness with other stuff.
Yeah, well, and if there's just more room for personalities and guest stars, even if they're not put in that judging position, it does help a lot.
Also, I don't know if we're going to get private panel. What does private panel come back? Because scoring is out the window?
No.
Now, here's the thing. I do remember this. It's a rare thing I remember where they do private panel, but they don't discuss every single person, is my memory. And I think a lot of times it's top 3, bottom 3. That's the
like
vibe.
a Top Chef kind of.
Yeah.
Which I'm willing because
fine.
I'm so thirsty for private panel to get that. I hate, I just kind of always loved that Top Model discussed every single person, even when it was quick. I think it was a rare show that did that no other show did. So it's going to be interesting too, because with Top Model coming back, at first I feel like a lot of people were following the blueprint of Top Model to make their show.
Yes.
And in this first episode, I get glimpses of following the blueprint of other shows that have now been on for multiple seasons, and incorporating the best of those into this new Top Model. It feels like now we're borrowing both directions.
Right.
Yeah, I think some of that's a timeline thing, but I think some of that's a VH1 thing, where VH1 was like figuring out at that point what their original programming was going to look like. And like as they got further away from music, what are they doing?
Yeah.
Right.
So I think that's super present in what they're doing with the new Top Model.
That's interesting.
Especially since Tyra's presence is so diminished.
And yet
not.
Surprise on surprises in that first episode. So y'all, let me, listeners, we're looking forward to, I think all of us have talked about, especially with the last 3 cycles in particular, looking forward to a refresh. And in a lot of ways, cycle 23 to me, only having watched 1 episode, feels like we're getting a new cycle of Top Model. Both because it's so different, I remember so little of it, but also it's so refreshing compared to what we've been watching. So I'm excited to get into this.
Well, I think because Top Model ran for so long and was so beholden to whatever Tyra's vision at the time, that those last CW cycles really did feel old-fashioned. Because they borrowed so heavily on the history of the show. They never changed style visually in the way they filmed at all. It was always the way they did it all the way through until they moved to VH1.
At best, they would change a font.
So I think it's really interesting to like have it suddenly feel so much more modern.
Yeah, it's interesting.
So if you're ready to go on this journey with us, you can rate, review, and subscribe. We love hearing from you, your hot takes, your iced tea. You can reach out to us at podleadum@gmail.com or go to our website at podleadum.com. You can also find me anywhere if you want to speak to me directly and be like, I love you, I don't need the bullying, at Yet Charming.
Yes, all here for the love. You can find me at Hannah Jane Ginsburg on Instagram.
And making a splash, I'm on TikTok at JW Crump. Okay, I just had my most viral one, and maybe it'll be banned soon. So look at it now.
Ooh, spicy.
So for Podleadum, I've been Lex Basile Price.
I'll be Hannah Jane Ginsburg.
And I'm JW Crump.
And we'll see you on top.
Podleadum is not endorsed by America's Next Top Model, Tyra Banks, 10x10 Entertainment, or any of their subsidiaries. It is intended for entertainment and informational purposes only. America's Next Top Model and all names, pictures, and audio clips are registered trademarks and copyrights of their respective trademark and copyright holders.